I was always excited about sport, watching all the Lynn Swans and great running back Walter Payton, guys like that, and all the basketball players. And I always had a basketball, a baseball, a football of my own. And so one sport to another, I was competitive. I guess I had a natural competitive spirit. My first love was basketball. And I always thought that I was a better basketball player than I was football player. My mom, she didn't really want me to participate in football. She wanted me to come home and do the chores around the house and bring my baby sister home. And that was, so she was totally against me playing football at that time. And then finally she came to one of the games, and I had a big game, and everybody was cheering for me, everybody was calling my name, and that made her smile and happy all at the same time. Baker High was a great experience. I think Baker High during my time was 74 to 78. It was a great school. I had a lot of players before me. Randolph Knight, which we grew up in the same neighborhood on the same street. We were neighbors, and I want to send out my condolences to his family. And Randolph was a great running back at Baker. He was a punishing type guy. And I watch all the players before me, like Leroy and Leroy Jones and Hokie Gajan. Hokie was a teammate of mine. He was a senior, I was a junior, so we played in the same backfield at the same time. But Hokie was kind of a quiet guy. He kind of stood out in the crowd, and he worked hard, he made big plays. He was a great athlete. I watched Hokie one time run the 220 in a 21.5. I said, my God. And that was impressive to me. And he ran track, and he ran a 21.5. And I'll never forget that about Hokie. I can remember when I was a 9th grader and a 10th grader, and I'm watching the players before me, how they played and how they performed. And it was exciting just to sit in the bleachers, and you're a young guy and you got these players, even my brother Trumaine Johnson, I went to see him play, and he played running back at Baker High School, and he was a pretty good back. And so that was some great times, It was exciting for the community of Baker High School. Football was very huge in Baker, a lot of respect, a lot of support. I was a traditional wide receiver. They called me identified me as a flanker back. And a flanker, you flanker out to the right as a wide receiver, and then you flanker back into the backfield, you become a running back. So it was, but it was effective, and I guess I benefit from it in the future, And when I transitioned from high school to Grambling State University, playing wide receiver is an exciting position. Everything kind of came natural to me, the running and catching and moving and stopping and going and misdirections, just running around like kids do. And so yeah, I figure if I just outrun everybody, that's I'm successful. I guess I just kept showing up and kept doing what I thought was right, and success continued to embrace me. We had a discipline program, a discipline school, a discipline campus, There was a lot of discipline in the community. Had a lot of players that was talented. I made a lot of friends at Baker High School in multiple sports. These guys was good students. They was good in their community. They wanted to do well. We had John Johnson, a quarterback. We had one guy named Mitch McGraw. He was a speedster, but he left Baker and he moved to Central. So we lost him, and we had Donald Carroll, the running back, Carl Ray Booker, Cleveland Thomas. All these guys are still friends of mine, good classmates, good teammates. Tony Johnson, Scott Ellis, Coach Ellis' son, and so it's a lot of them. Joe Calloway, Dennis Dent, Jimmy McGraw. So the list go on, Tommy Gilbert, the list go on. I was connected to everybody because I participated in every sport. All the coaches had respect among themselves. It was a great coaching staff, and they demand discipline. But Coach Stewart, they was a conservative offense. They run the ball traditionally, and they figure if you can run the ball, keep the ball, you can win the game. And I think Baker was very competitive academically, and we were definitely competitive in all the sports.